Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your love and your patience. Welcome once again to the 4th annual Miss Vamp Hawaii Beauty Pageant of 2013. You've waited long enough, and we thank you for your patience. It is with great pleasure and love, for the first time on stage, we would like to introduce to you the beautiful vampire contestants of Miss Vamp Hawaii Beauty Pageant of 2013.
Thank you all for coming to the 4th annual Miss Vamp Hawaii Beauty Pageant.
Oh my goodness. We're alive, and that's the main thing. And we're all here together.
Well, I saved you.
Well, you drank a lot of blood, though, that's for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for joining us here at the 4th annual Miss Vamp Hawaii Beauty Pageant. Tonight, we have 13 beautiful contestants, and they are being judged this evening on every portion of the pageant tonight. Soon we will be going into the talent competition, and we will be having the moon bathing question and answer as well.
I want to thank you so much for coming tonight. As you know, this is our 4th year. And Miss Vamp, Miss Vamp Hawaii began in 2010. And it has, has grown, and we have moved it here to the Hawaii Theater. We're very fortunate to have it here.
And we also want to thank a lot of the gentlemen that you witnessed earlier. We want to give a special thank you to James and
James Roberts and Richard Harrison. We got Josh Hansen. And we got my friend John Zaturka, who's visiting from San Francisco. And of course, we have our werewolf, David Tavares.
Yes. And this evening, we're going to go, our first part of the pageant this evening will be the talent competition. I think that we're ready for a rocking performance with Ariana, who will begin the night of our talent. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to tell you that Ariana is a mother of 2, and she's a prior Marine. She's also her 3rd time participating in this pageant. Her activities that she enjoys are hiking, movies, playing Call of Duty. She also finds modeling to be her escape. But last but not least, she lives by the Rough Riders lifestyle. She also believes that, dance allows a person a view into her true soul, expelling every emotion that I want the audience to feel. So, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, our first contestant for the evening, Ariana.
Our next contestant is Audrey. Named after iconic Audrey Hepburn, Audrey has an appreciation for old Hollywood and glamour. She's currently a college student majoring in business with career plans in marketing. Audrey had always a passion for rock and roll She loves live music and taught herself guitar at age 13. So please welcome Audrey.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contestant is Chelsea. She is 21 years old and attending Thomas Edison College. And as a child, she has always been curious. And as an adult, her love for learning grew. And she likes to consider herself as everywhere and nowhere, yet somewhere in between. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea.
Going to tag, 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 going to attack.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Our next contestant is Easter Lily. Easter Lily Smith was born and raised in Waialua, Hawaii. She's currently a student working on 2 majors in biology and early childhood education. Easter Lily has been a preschool educator for 3 years. Her hobbies include aerial acrobats, reading, writing, creating art, photography, and training for the zombie apocalypse. Easter Lily Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Our next contestant is Ecstasy. Ecstasy is a true friend, a loyal lover, a multi-talented and devoted mother, a fun-loving, carefree, mysterious in ways, crazy, confusing, but smart, she says. She's sweet, kind, but don't think she's blind. Under the beauty, there's a demon inside. Expect the unexpected in the presence of she. We now give you Vampire Ecstasy.
Up next, we have Gina, or Emmy. Gina is your atypical local girl. After surviving Hawaii's public schools, she earned her pharmacy degree from the University of the Pacific in Stockton, California, and returned home to practice pharmacy. When she's not dealing drugs, she's shooting people, with her camera, that is. She's costuming and fawning over Japanese street fashions. Please welcome Gina.
Our next contestant is Gloriana Ocen. She was born in the province of Caltanissetta in Sicily, Italy, where she grew up with her parents and her older sister at a very early age. She has a passion for dancing, traveling, and learning new cultures and languages. She's always surrounded by families and friends and enthusiastic about meeting others and sharing experiences. She studied art in high school and later realized that her real passion was studying the origin of her native language. She is currently attending the University at Catania, and before she was married, she also married her longtime boyfriend, Cameron Ocen, and moving to the United States. She enjoys living on the island of Oahu, but hopes she'll have the opportunity to spend an extended time in Europe again in the future. She enjoys the beach, good company here, but especially misses the lifestyle and food back in Italy. Ladies and gentlemen, Gloriana.
Our next contestant is Honey. Honey Chung was born and raised in Malaysia. She moved to Hawaii in 2003 and graduated with a Doctor of Education from the University of Southern California in 2012. Presently, she is an instructor designer and a communication professor at Hawaii Pacific University. Given a choice, she would rather teach a class in magic and potion at Hogwarts. Ladies and gentlemen, Honey Chong.
Our next contestant is Leilani. Leilani has always embraced darkness. She is very interested in all forms of art, music, design, writing, architecture, photography, and as a caregiver, she understands the healing power of art and appreciates the strength, that power that comes from resurrection and recreation. This she would like to share with you. Ladies and gentlemen, Leilani. Thank you, Leilani.
Our next contestant is Linda. Now Linda is a silly vampire with a heart of gold. Her favorite things are eating and having fun under the moonlight. Her family is her top priority, with work and school being close second. There's more to this vampire than meets the eye, but she's always ready for a bite. Linda.
Our next contestant is Sue Ann. She is an intelligent, creative, and unpredictable girl. She is fearless and loves to shock people with her sense of humor. She writes comedy in her spare time and surrounds herself with art, music, books, and laughter. She is determined, open-minded, and worldly. Ladies and gentlemen, Sue Ann.
After working part-time in the food industry, sales industry, and as TV and movie extra, Teresa felt the call for the excitement of the big city and left her simple life in Los Angeles to attend college here at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. Please welcome Teresa.
Our next contestant is Xylena. Xylena is born to Enid Erickson and Ed Strange. Xylena has been a soldier, a slave, a barmaid, a lover, a mother, and a friend. And if she gets her hands on you, she will reveal your beauty. Xylena believes that music, dance, and love are life's gifts. And living a life you love is the path to happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, Xylena.
But to cry in front of you. That's
We have a big, warm applause for the beautiful vampire contestants and their talent this evening.
Wow, aren't they all amazing? I'm always mesmerized every year. Next, we have a very special presentation tonight that we would like to offer and give to someone really special. A very special photographer who's been with us since this inception of Miss Vamp Hawaii. We have a portrait that she took a photo of, and we actually blew it up, and we would like to present it to her. She's been with us since 2010, taking all these beautiful photos. aside from the many other photographers who's been a big part of this Miss Vamp Hawaii.
And a very special thanks to Taltosh and Andy Lilikoi Gasper of Andy Lilikoi Photography, who spent numerous hours of the recreation of the Last Supper.
Thank you so much.
Oh, the moon is breathtaking.
It's totally beautiful.
So beautiful. It's my biggest distraction in the evening is the moon. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for your love and passion, and to all the beautiful vampires and their beautiful lingerie.
So right now, we would like to acknowledge our lovely judges. And we would like to call them up on stage. Starting with our first judge, Glenn Honda. Glenn Honda, would you please come up here? Glenn is a personal injury attorney. He has a passion for helping people recover just compensation and for helping people who need it. Glenn has been practicing law in Honolulu for 20 years. An Aquarius, he also enjoys visual arts, animals, and all things quirky. Like what, I wonder?
Our other judge this evening is Taylor Chang, who is currently the Doris Duke Theater Manager at the Honolulu Museum of Art. She has written and directed films screened at the HIF and other festivals around the world. She is former president of Yale Film Society. She graduated from Yale University and concentrations in the world in cinema and sound design. Ladies and gentlemen, our other judge this evening, Taylor Chang.
Our next judge is Paul Klink, dad to soccer star Leo Klink Harada and author of the well-known phrase, Live Aloha, is well known as many areas of expertise, not the least of which a professional certified pageant judge. Mr. Klink has been judging pageants since 1985. Having founded a top 10 advertising agency in 1979, Mr. Klink has dedicated his life to promoting, honoring, and uplifting individuals with charisma, intelligence, and healthy beauty. Paul Klink.
Our other alternate judge that has taken her time to be with us tonight, just in the event one of the other judges fell ill or couldn't make it, we want to acknowledge our alternate judge this evening. Her name is Donna Blanchard, and she is the managing director of Kumukahua Theater. She has a BFA from Wright State University and was recruited by KKT because of her unique background in performing arts and business development. She is an award-winning actor, director who has worked with theaters throughout the continental Midwest. Our alternate judge this evening, Donna Blanchard. This evening is a special evening for our beautiful Miss Vamp Hawaii beauty contestants. At this time, we would like to introduce to you once again the Moonlight Bathing Lingerie Competition. Ladies and gentlemen, Ariana.
Let me tell you a story now about two people in love. I bought the ticket today. It read, "Come see for yourself." I made a right turn, and oh my God, you know what I saw. Swing down, baby, I'm just kidding around. Swing down, baby, please, please keep me around. Swing down, it's just a nasty scene on the swing. Swing down, oh baby, come see for yourself now, baby. Let me tell you a story now about two people in love. And let me tell you a story now about three people in heat. Let me give you a juicy beat, so you know just how it feels. I made a right turn, and oh my God, you know what I saw. Swing down, baby, I'm just kidding around. Swing down, baby, please keep me around. Swing down, it's just a nasty scene on the swing. Swing down, oh baby, come see for yourself now, baby. Swing your partner around, and do-si-do your partner around, and then we'll make love to the ground, and then we'll make love to the ground. Swing your partner around, and do-si-do your partner around, and then we'll make love to the ground, and then we'll make love to the ground. Swing down, baby, please, I'm just kidding around. Swing down, would you just kick me around? Swing down, it's just a nasty.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, at this phase of our pageant, we are going to start the question and answer phase for all of the beauty contestants to answer. And while we're doing this, we're going to start off with, we have 3 judges, so we're going to alternate 1, 2, 3, and start 1, 2, 3. First question, Paul. Second question is Taylor. Third question, Glenn. And we will go down the row asking each contestant the question, and each girl will also answer a question from the Chinatown newspaper. Ariana, your question is from Paul Leo Klink, and he wants to know, if you truly were a fabled vampirist, what will you do to contribute to our society?
First off, I would like to say good evening and hello, Paul. Thank you for your question. As a fabled vampirist, I would provide a safe haven for women and children that are in need. And at my home, I would provide medical care, food, and shelter for them all.
Audrey, this question is from Taylor Chang. The English novelist Mary Shelley, best known for her Gothic novel Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus, once said that elegance is inferior to virtue. Do you agree? Why or why not?
I disagree because, to me, elegance is never being underdressed or undereducated, and I think that's one of the most virtuous qualities you can have.
The question is from Glenn Honda. Unlike the newly minted Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, a modern vampirist must adapt to the changing times. How do you plan to remain relevant to your subjects, fans, and society at large?
Well, through the years of my eternal life, I've realized that many subjects want to be heard, their needs and desires met. So I would reach out to the community and do everything that I can to help them have a better life.
Easter Lily, your question is from Taylor Chang. The English novelist Mary Shelley, best known for her Gothic novel Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus, once said that elegance is inferior to virtue. Do you agree? Why or why not?
Well, it depends at what day and age we're looking at. I believe back in that age, it was irrelevant, being that we do need to take both elegance and virtue hand in hand. But then at the same time, I think that women should be well educated and have a perfect balance of virtue and being able to be good role models and independent of themselves.
The question is from Paul Leo Klink. If you truly were a fabled vampirist, what would you do to contribute to our society?
I'm sorry, say again?
If you truly were a fabled vampirist, what will you do to contribute to our society?
When people think of vampire, they think bloodbath, evil, rabies, Twilight. Ugh, let's not go there. Buffy. No, never mind. Ugh. What I think of vampire is uniqueness, talent, people hiding behind the shadows, closed to the world. There are so many beautiful women out there, so many beautiful people out there who are closed to the world, but not anymore. If I was Miss Vamp, even if I wasn't, I would help not just the ladies, but everyone come out and express their uniqueness and show everyone the true beauty within.
Gina, your question is from Glenn Honda. Unlike the newly minted Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, a modern vampirist must adapt to changing times. How do you plan to remain relevant to your subjects, fans, and society at large?
Well, considering that I already have a Facebook fan page, Emmy Smile if you aren't already following, as well as I've learned as a pharmacist modern medicine to help sustain the humans that feed us. What else could I do? Perhaps all that remains to do is to start a vampire Twitter feed or catch up on my reading with a Kindle. But I believe it was Oscar Wilde who once said that one can never be too overdressed or overeducated. How true. So I feel I want to pursue continuing to learn while being impeccably dressed.
Gloriana, the question is from Taylor Chang. The English novelist Mary Shelley, best known for her Gothic novel Frankenstein, or the modern Prometheus, once said that elegance is inferior to virtue. Do you agree? Why or why not?
I believe that elegance can be something that everybody can acquire through mannerism, way of speaking, through the years. But virtue is actually something that is inborn in a person. So it's something that nobody can take away from you. And so, yes, elegance is inferior to virtue.
Thank you.
Honey, your question is from Paul Leo Klink. If you truly were a fabled vampirist, what will you do to contribute to our society?
If I truly was a fabled vampire, is that even a question? First of all, vampires live for an eternity, so we have an old soul. And being a nerd myself, I would definitely invest myself in science and technology and reading up on things. So for me, the most important thing right now that's urgent to research in is really having synthetic blood. Now, that would help society because for people who need blood transfusion, they don't have to wait anymore. And for us vampires, we can live cohesively with human beings. We don't need to feed on them anymore. Not for food source anyway.
Leilani, the question is from Glenn Honda. Unlike the newly minted Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, A modern vampirist must adapt to the changing times. How do you plan to remain relevant to your subjects, fans, and society at large?
I plan to remain relevant to my subjects, fans, and society at large by keeping myself educated on what the issues are and what people are passionate about. This way, I can not only keep myself educated, but I can share the knowledge that I receive with others so that we can all grow as a society.
Thank you.
Linda, your question is from Paul Leo Clank. If you truly were a fabled vampirist, what will you do to contribute to our society?
Well, Miss Lana, I just want to say, fabled vampire? There's no such thing. But my contribution to pretty much the world and everybody here is I'm going to bring back classic beauty, classic rock, and classic style of living.
Your next.
Sue-Ann, the English novelist Mary Shelley, best known for her Gothic novel Frankenstein or the modern Prometheus, once said that elegance is inferior to virtue. Do you agree? Why or why not?
I do, because personally I value intelligence over beauty, but having both is even better.
Teresa, your question is from Glenn Honda. Like the newly minted Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, a modern vampirist must adapt to the changing times. How do you plan to remain relevant to your subjects, fans, society at large?
That is a very interesting question. I think my first way to stay relevant would be to use my powers of persuasion to convince the government for the United States that they should probably stop working against each other and start working for the people.
Xylena, if you truly were a fabled vampirist, what would you do to contribute to our society?
Well, as a makeup artist, my job is to help people see how beautiful they really are. I think that giving people self-confidence and letting them see themselves the way that I see them and the way the rest of the world can see them is a great way to give to the world.
Enjoy Aloha Crepes today at Kaimaki on 12th Avenue, Kaneohe in Windward Mall, Kailua Kona in Coconut Grove on Ali'i Drive, and Waimalu across from Best Buy. And don't forget to visit us at Wasabi Sticks, a modern yakitori bar with traditional and fusion menu, located at 755803 Ali'i Drive in Kailua Kona. If you've been injured in a car accident, slipped or fell, or suffered any kind of serious accident, the law limits the time you have to file your claim. Your time may be running out. You deserve a lawyer who is committed to helping you recover from your physical and emotional injury and get you the money you deserve. Call the Recovery Law Center right now and speak to someone for free, one who gets paid only when you collect money. The insurance company has lawyers working hard on their side. So should you. Visit the Recovery Law Center and the law firm of Glenn Honda. Call now, 808-597-8888.
Please give a well round of applause for our reigning Miss Vamp Hawaii, Tab Saber.
13 Miss Vamp Hawaii Beauty contestants. So ladies and gentlemen, for the last time this evening on stage, can we welcome back the Miss Vamp Hawaii Beauty contestants of 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, Ariana, Audrey, Chelsea, Easterly, Ecstasy, Gina, Mariana, Connie, Leilani, Linda, Sudan, Teresa, and Zaina. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round, warm applause for our 13 Miss Vamp Hawaii Beauty contestants of 2013. Thank you, beautiful ladies. I'd like to do a special thank you to this evening to DJ Nocturna for her magnificent, brilliant mind of creating and thinking of Miss Vamp Hawaii.
Of course, I'd like to thank Lana Saldania for coming up with the concept of this pageant with regard to the mood bathing competition, which is a very special feature of this pageant, unlike any other beauty pageant in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would like to bring back to the stage for her final walk, Miss Vamp Hawaii Tab Saber, Miss Vamp Hawaii Beauty contestant 2012, Tab Saber.
Miss Personality 2013 is Gina.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Photogenic tonight is Honey. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's second runner-up for Miss Vamp Hawaii is Zaina.
somebody who's been very instrumental in helping us through this show. Lana's daughter, Tizana, Saldania.
As supervising editor.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first runner-up this evening is Teresa.
Now,
Without any further waiting, release the bets. Miss Vamp Hawaii 2013 goes out to Honey.
Thank you so much for coming to Miss Vamp Hawaii 2013 right here at the Hawaii Theater. I would like to congratulate the winners here that we have tonight. And also Lana, Saldania. Thank you.
Hi, thank you for joining us at Miss Vamp Hawaii 2013.